is
Shanghai.
Freakier dessert there. I fucking care there.
Hot ass pizza hit my lips.
That's the worst like part of like when you're eating hot food is that you think it's like cool down and then you put it in your mouth and you're like you have to disgustingly spit it back out on the plate.
I like the one children do where they go
Yeah. I always catch myself trying to do that. And I just end up spitting it back in like the rest of the food.
I like
I'll
the
wait
best
for a
ones.
second.
I like the best ones where I've seen old people, they'll eat the hot ass food. As soon as it burns them, they'll drink like a fucking chug of water or whatever they're drinking on, and they'll start choking on that shit. It's like
I love the mukbangs where they just eat the most disgusting shit for no reason.
the onion.
Yeah, the video of the girl eating the onion.
You hear it squish up in her mouth. She go,
It just starts throwing up in her mouth. It's just like no one's making you do this.
Yeah.
Just eat. You can just eat like a Five Guys burger.
I remember the way I found Nico Cotto avocado was he was eating a beehive.
oh,
Right, yeah, with all the
wow.
Yeah, that was one of the
forgot he did
craziest
that.
things I'd ever seen.
There's so many mukbangs like that, and they all have like at least like one shot in the video where you just see them eating a bee. Because there's always like at least one or two bees that are still on there for some reason.
Yeah.
As if it's fucking freshly picked from outside.
I like the ones
Excuse me?
where it's like they'll have an ant or something crawl on the table, or like a scorpion if we want to be extreme, and they'll just grab it and bite its fucking head off. They'll be like, oh, a little bit of protein here.
That's wild.
Another sketch I do would be like it's a mukbang video, but then 5 minutes in, as I'm eating a burger, a roach crawls on the table, and I just start freaking out. Like I start punching the table, and the camera falls down.
Oh shit!
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Allah! Like food's all over the walls. I'm throwing
Did
it.
you say
everywhere.
Allah?
Allah.
Allah, help me! Please.
You start reciting the Quran.
Oh yeah, if I ever go to prison, I'm becoming an Allah guy.
You're gonna follow the way of not of temple. Fuck, what is it called? You're gonna become Islamic and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna become like all the scenes in Malcolm X when he's in prison.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, bro.
Stop putting that shit in your hair. It's just Head and Shoulders, man. Calm down. Let it burn. It's not burning. It's just getting in my eye. It's just ow. I gotta rinse it out.
Yo, we need more shows like that where white people are just put into the most random predicaments, because that's really what sells. That's why Diary of a Wimpy Kid was such a good movie.
That was why Beyond Scared Straight was so awesome. Is because they would just get the most dorky fuck up kids who all knew that like they were never gonna get in trouble. Like going to prison. Like that one fucking that dweeb with the glasses, who's just like all the prisoners are screaming at him from behind bars, be like, "Oh fucking, I'm in here for the rest of my life." And the kids are like, "Have you tried parole?"
Well, actually, you can try for parole.
Or like they like open a cell just like an inch to like have the inmates all up in his face, and they're like, "Come up in here, come up in here." He's like, "I can't." They're like, "Why?" Because the door ain't open all the way.
I like the gif that goes around that people send where it's the kid sleeping in his bed and the guards are like, "Wake your ass up! Wake up!" and he's shaking and shit.
Right.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think they have programs like Beyond Scared Straight anymore, and that sucks.
No.
Beyond Scared Gay, where it's a closeted guy being like, "Actually, I might have done it. Actually, now I'm looking at this facility you got going on here. Lock me up, throw away a kid."
What's the still him fucking a guy? You know what? That might be me. I'm ready to admit it.
Beyond Scared Straight. It's like going up to like a gay couple walking their chihuahua and just going in their face until they drop the accent. Stop scaring me. Stop scaring me like that. Scared beyond straight.
Yeah, that's what it'd be called. Scared beyond straight. They dropped the assassin. Their voice being like, well, don't do that. I said, fucking stop.
Fucking get out of my face.
I'll knock your fucking block off.
Those are my favorite type of people. When I go on Omegle and shit, and I'll always do the random duo pair. So it's like 4 people in one call, and I always like running into like trans people or like guys that dress up as girls for fun. And I'll be like, look, come with me. And I'll be like, yo, do you think you would let her hit? And some of the guys will be like, yeah, I'll let her hit. And she'll go, oh, yeah, for sure. And I'll be like, all right, so what if she had a dick? What are you talking about? And they go, yeah, I'm trying to fuck. And they just, they start losing their mind and shit.
I didn't know you could do that on Omegle.
No, it's Monkey, but it's the same gimmick. It's just meet up with random people. I didn't want to say Monkey because I felt like that might have been racist, you know?
It would have made the listeners raise their eyebrow.
Yeah.
It would have been like, what?
Out of all the shit you say.
Monkey?
What are they going to get me for and all the other shit? I own up to what I said.
Yeah. They can tell you're part brother. Because your language is like 50% AAVE, 50% like Instagram comment sections.
Yeah.
That's how you speak.
Instagram Reels comments.
Yes. Exactly.
Start digging in your butt, twin acronym with the rose.
Yeah. My favorite part about movie night is just hearing your reactions because you're just so fucking funny about it. And I always love watching Cuckoo's Nest and the scene where he's talking to the doctor. He's just like, got in trouble for fucking and fighting too much. And you'd be like, this my guy. No, this my guy. this my man. And then the doctor's just like, it says here you were charged with statutory rape. And you went, you just dropped and went, oh, hold on.
I was, bro, because he was being real. He's like, you know, I like to drink and fuck. And I was like, yeah, that's real shit, bro. He's being that real. And then it was like, you were attempting a statutory rape on a minor, and I was like, well, I don't know about all that, but you know.
Well, that's a little bit too far away.
What was it at the end? Was like they found out they lobotomized him, and I went, no.
They took his shit.
Yeah, that was crazy.
They took his shit.
I have the head on my head.
And the part where the chief throws the sink through the window and Christopher Lloyd just starts going, ah! Calm down, this retard ruining the moment.
Yeah. I was like, it's not that hype. Calm down.
That's a funny fucking movie. I always laugh so hard at that part. It's just like, I got in trouble for fucking and fighting too much. And the doctor's like, in the penitentiary?
Yeah.
Like, no. When you get that little red beaver up on your face, you're like, hold on, he's spitting. Like, you instantly went back. It's I could always tell when you're either clapping or rubbing your ashy hands together.
My ashy hands? What?
You're supremely. It's like you're fucking starting a fire in the middle of your room, man. They're always dry.
No, they're quite the opposite. You shook them before. They oily as.
No, they're fucking. You clap and it's like when like old timey teachers fucking smack the two like dry board erasers together. Yeah.
The chalk just goes going everywhere after they go.
Mm-hmm. You use pool chalk before you shake hands. Just like all over your palm.
The blue stuff I put on the tip of my fingers. I start going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My fucking god, bro.
One of the worst childhood memories is that I rarely ever washed my hands after going to the bathroom until the age of maybe 15.
I feel you on that.
That was 15 was the age where it's like, I should probably check this.
Yeah.
But I remember I remember wanting to get out of school, and I remembered that part in Ferris Bueller where it's just like, gotta get out of school first, you lick your palms.
Oh yeah.
And it was just like I fucking like licked the bottom of the sea. It was so like salty and disgusting.
You taste all the butt and the boogers.
all the butt and the pee, the smegma, and you're like, damn, I'm sick for real.
Oh yeah.
You licked that shit, and all you heard was. I don't know how y'all white people could do that, bro. Like, it's maybe it was because of the household I was raised in, but like my whole persona growing up was like, if you ever like didn't wash your hands after touching your dick, you was just nasty everywhere. Mm-hmm. And that was reinforced by my Jamaican auntie, because she used to be like that with her son. She used to like smack him upside the head whenever he wouldn't wash his hands. She'd be like, "You get your pee-pee juice all over me because your blood clot." I'd be like, "Oh no!" I'd be like, "Is what?"
Your pee-pee juice.
Oh, why you gonna do that? You put your nasty self over me, Curry.
Dude, there have been multiple houses where I've like, because almost every bathroom I've been in has like either like a towel mat or some sort of rug in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And I've just shitted all over those things, like diarrhea type shit. Like I remember I was one time. Because my family used to be poor as fuck, and just routinely in the summertime we wouldn't be able to afford like the power bill, so like the house would be too hot and sweltering to live there. So like at one point we went to visit my mom's friend Ruth, who was like this old ass lady who was like in her 50s and lived with her mom, who was like in her 80s. And dude, I had the runs one day. I ran in that fucking bathroom on this person I've only met like maybe 2 times before in my whole life, and just diarrheaed all over like the bright pink carpet. And I spent like 30 minutes being like, "Oh my god," and like trying to dab it with the toilet paper and then picking it up and running it under the sink. But like the poop mixes with the water and just gets everywhere, like all over their toothbrushes and shit.
You're looking at the side of the rug and it's just like a long pile like of hot steamy shit that's like all gooey and shit.
No, it was like
rug.
Completely liquid, so it was just like soaking and running. It was like, it's like in the movies when someone gets shot and you just see the blood start pooling up in their shirt. I looked down. It was like a shit monster was coming up from the depths, like just rising out of the.
It's that gif of the guy that's shitting himself on the toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like, and it was just like when I shit all over your fucking living room carpet.
That was bad.
To the point where like I think I got it, and then like a while later I realized like, oh yeah, no, they went and cleaned that up. They went. Am I the reason why your parents got rid of the carpet?
That's not why, but
it was a contributing factor.
Probably like the idea of that happening again contributed to it.
No, that was my bad. I ate too much Taco Bell, for real.
That was funny. Yeah.
How does that fucking happen? How do you make that happen?
Because for the listeners at home, I have one of those colostomy bags because I had like Crohn's disease growing up. But whenever I was broke as shit, I would get like the really cheap ones on Amazon that use like Velcro to like clamp it at the end. And Freeze and Garrett went to get Taco Bell one time. We came back and I ate like 3 tacos. So that shit, it was just like it was going right through me, you know.
It was flying through that motherfucker.
It was flying through, and I was standing in the middle of the living room with like a can of soda, and all I hear is just like whoosh, dropping below me. And I'm like, did I just spill my soda? Like, what's going on? And I look down, and I immediately like shoot up, look Freeze dead in the eyes, and put like my hand over my mouth.
And me and Garrett were on the couch, so we saw it like in front row view.
You just saw him pissing out of his shirt and then it just shone away on the ground.
We were just speechless.
It smelled so fucking.
It smelled so bad.
And I remember you like getting on FaceTime with Lily, being like, "Hey, check this out." And like I was like going through all of like the cabinets in your house, being like, "You have fucking like Fabuloso. Like, what's going on in your?" I need some. You had like nothing. You had nothing.
Yeah.
You had like half a roll of paper towels. And I was like, "This is no bueno. This isn't good at all." I remember you calling your parents in line and be like, "Yeah, Avery spilled soda."
Yeah. That's the thing, though. You couldn't smell it after we cleaned it. We did a good job.
Mm-hmm.
What?
It was just like a slightly dark patch on the carpet.
Yeah.
Which to the point where if you didn't snitch on me later down the line.
You snitched on them? Wait, what?
I did, yeah.
Why? You're supposed to take that to the grave. You went, oh yeah, my homie shitted all over the carpet one time. Hey, you know that little gray spot right there? Yeah, the homie just fucking ALS shit bucket challenged all over the fucking carpet.
And it was like, and it was a full load, that bag.
Yeah. There's lots.
But yeah, nasty,
I remember on the way home, Garrett like put down a towel in his car as if I was gonna do it again.
A towel.
Yeah, so I did that, but with like my regular ass throughout adolescence.
You want to pull up the Disney story, the Disney park story again for the one time?
Right? Yeah, because my family's still huge Disney heads. Like my mom and sister are Disney adults, and we used to have the annual. We were broke as shit, but somehow we had the annual passes, which is probably just means that they should have assassinated all of us for our poor decisions. But we had the annual passes, and it was right at the time when the Beauty and the Beast restaurant opened up for the first time. That beat our guest shit. Yeah, and I remember it was like I don't think it was the opening day, but it was like pretty soon after it opened. I remember I had to run to the bathroom because I was like, it's happening. Because that's how Crohn's disease works. You feel like this in your stomach. You're like, okay, clock is ticking. T-5, 4. So I'm sprinting to the bathroom, and it's like the line for the men's bathroom was like the line for like the girls' bathroom at like a nightclub. Where it's just running out of the building, and I'm like, fuck, and I just like cut the line, and I went in front of some dad and his kid. No, because I was standing in line, and I was like third or fourth to go into the stall, and at that point I just shit my pants. I just started shitting in my pants.
It was pissing out of your pants.
I remember being like, "Sir, I'm sorry, I need to go in front of you. I just shit my pants." I was like, I just fucking pooped my pants. And he's like, I was just like, go ahead. And I remember being in the stall, like still shitting, like violently, diarrhea spraying.
Oh my god!
and hearing his son, who obviously is holding his nose closed, go like, why did he have to go in front of us? Why did he get to go in front of us? I remember I was in there for like 30 minutes because it was, for some reason, it was just one stall and like 3 urinals. So that guy kept knocking out the door, being like, "Hey, buddy, come on, let's go."
You should have.
And after a while, I called my mom. I was like, "Mom, I pooped my pants."
You should have. What you should have done?
And literally, I literally heard the Disney employees say code brown.
What?
Oh.
Which makes sense, because there's no way that there isn't at least 1 or 2 kids shitting their pants at the Disney park on a regular basis.
Oh yeah.
So they brought me like Mickey Mouse trainers, like sweat shorts or sweatpants, and like new socks, because that's the thing they never tell you about shitting your pants, is that it ruins your socks more than anything else.
Okay, yeah.
Because you can just lie and say you threw your underwear away when you just put it in the washer a couple times, right? Mm-hmm. But those socks are forever ruined.
No, especially if they're white, bro. Forget about it.
Yeah, it's bad. But yeah, they gave me new socks and Mickey Mouse sweatpants. And I remember going to school the next day, like, "Hey, check out my new Mickey Mouse sweatpants. I just went to Disney."
See, if that was me in that predicament and Homeskill was knocking on the stall, I would have done the irrational thing and started screaming while violently shitting. I would have been like, "Oh god! Oh god! Here it comes!" It won't stop. I would have purposely put my hand under the stall, like gripping it, and my feet in the air, shaking it. You'd be like, "Oh god! Oh god!"
Yeah, no, the most fearful I've ever been in my life were the time in school where, like, for some reason, until like I hit high school, none of the school cafeterias ever had bathrooms.
No.
So there would just be times where I'd like finish eating lunch, and then I'd be sitting with like my head down on the table, like using all of the energy in my body to not shit my pants. Like using sheer willpower to not shit my pants.
You had that ass cheek clenched tight.
Yeah.
That shit was
I was like sweating. My face was pale. I was like sweating. I was like trying. So it's like when someone gets like shot in the chest and the paramedics like, stay with me, don't die. Or they're just trying not to die. It was like in the lunchroom and on like the bus home. I was like,
oh yeah.
And like they pull up on my street and it's like turtling out of my asshole. And I'm like,
you feel it like just peeking at your asshole like a groundhog.
I remember my stepdad's like best friend used to live with us, and at some point it just got so annoying that they made him like live in a trailer on the side of the house. Like they had like this own little trailer, but like me and my sister would just go in there and just fuck around and be like, ooh.
Oh, I remember that actually.
Yeah, remember that trailer. I remember I was in there alone one day and the plumbing didn't work. It was just a fucking busted ass toilet. And I slept in there I just like slept in there by myself for some reason. And I woke up and I immediately like was like, oh god. And I ran outside because like my old house was like by the highway. So every 5 seconds a car would pass by, speeding by. And just in full view of the road, I'm just like wearing shorts and just diarrhea squirts like shoots all down my leg. Like a solid like 4 cups of diarrhea shoot out of my asshole.
4 cups? 4? What does that
mean? And then I had to like waddle to the house.
Oh no.
Get the dry ass toilet paper, wipe your ass.
You got the brown footprints on your shoes and stuff.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You go back outside and you just see it in the grass. All the flies are already there.
Oh my god, bro. Yo, it's fucked up because like amongst all of us, you're the only one that has wild stories like that, like just back to back.
Yeah,
like I probably only have 1 or 2 where it's like, oh yeah, I shat myself in the car and that's it. Like never I was at school fucking fighting for my life, trying not to rip ass.
Yeah, I could write like a 120-page memoir called Me and My Butt. That's just shitting my pants stories.
You should make it like a children's novel where it's like still frames of you clenching your ass cheek just waddling into the toilet.
Yeah, I remember I shit my pants once when I was stoned, and that makes me feel like you're gonna die.
What?
Oh my god!
Like that, you shit your pants high as fuck, and you're like, I'm dead. Like.
I just shitted out all my organs.
It's like you just get chills down your body. You're like, oh my god, what happened? I'm gonna do this for the rest of my life.
You think there have been old men that have ever gotten high doing that shit and like they shitted themselves and like, oh.
Mm-hmm. There's absolutely at least 50 men in America every day who try and fart and just completely shit their pants. Like sitting down. I remember what Freeze denies this completely. He's denied this vehemently every time I try and bring this up. But one time in gym class, it was like a Monday at the basketball court during gym in elementary school. We were like talking like, oh yeah, what'd you do over the weekend? He's like, yeah, I was sitting down in my room watching cartoons and I had to take a crap. I didn't want to get up, so I just shit my pants. And I was like, cool.
Yeah, me too.
You were throwing out with him, be like, oh
yeah. I remember one time I shit my pants before going to gym, and I wasn't allowed to go home, so they just gave me shorts. They just gave me new shorts, but there was still shit all over my legs. So I just sat outside during gym with like a million flies flying around me, landing on me.
You get up to walk out like back to class and someone just sees like a big ass brown streak on your leg.
Yeah, no, it was bad. It was like I was in the swamps.
I remember first time we met up, you looked me dead in the eyes and you were like, do you have swamp? I was like, what? Because we were driving to go do a show and you were just like, I was like, what are you talking about?
Because I do.
How?
I do too.
What?
Because that's just sweat in your asshole.
Yeah.
But you don't like. There ain't no activity down there.
That doesn't mean anything.
You can't sweat. You don't run. There's like you don't. You just sweat by sitting down, or like when it gets.
You don't
hot?
need to run.
It's Florida.
Yeah,
I guess.
Sit down outside for 5 minutes. I'll be sweating.
Yeah.
Not me, bro. My dick and my ass never sweat, bro.
I had
Never.
tremendous swamp ass to the point where I couldn't wear gray pants because then it would just look like I shit my pants. Because this
my dick does not sweat. I'll give you that.
I'm about to say, bro. I'd assume swamp ass happens if you just don't wipe your ass properly. So I was like, all right, fine. You know, you leave a little bit of manure in there. It's gonna, bottle up and shit.
Manure.
But you had the audacity to look at me and be like, do you have swamp ass? So I was like, what? I was like, we're about to go do a show. What the fuck you mean? Do I have swamp ass?
Because I was assuming everyone in the car did.
You looked at me and said it with a smile on your face. You're like, I need a wipe.
Yeah, swamp ass.
Yeah, I do remember that. I need to wipe so bad.
I was like, bro, you just met me. You want to talk about swamp ass? I took you to the empanada store and everything.
Yeah, the Gonzos. What the fuck you talking about? I got swamp ass. What the fuck?
I was dumbfounded by it. I was like, what does he mean? Do I have swamp ass? Like, I baby wipe my shit.
Well, because Garrett had drove us from here to like Miami or wherever the sun.
Yeah.
Hollywood. Yeah.
Hollywood. So it was like a 3-hour drive.
Well, look, in my fairness, I hadn't driven that far yet, so I didn't know what that 3-hour drive was like. So like I didn't know that you guys were like sitting.
And
there.
it was like in the morning during the humidity, sleeping in the car with like the sun coming through the window. I just like so sweaty.
Yeah, we left at 6 in the morning.
There was no AC or nothing?
I mean, there was, but that can only do so much.
Yeah.
I don't know, so not in my car. Y'all been in my car. My AC be bumping. That should be on your face like.
No, my car's AC doesn't work. It only blows hot air.
You told us that when you first got it. I was like, what? I was like, you got an SUV? You're like, I got the Pitmobile. The only downside, no AC. I was like, throw away the car, toss that shit out.
No, it's bad. I have to drive with the windows rolled down, and even then, it takes like 10 minutes on the road for it.
Don't you like that though?
No,
really.
It's hot.
No,
yeah,
not because it's hot.
If you go out and drive right now, it's just more hot air.
True.
Right.
That's real shit.
Really
I'm not mad at that.
And I'll be getting in my car to drive at like 3 p.m. and it's like, okay, I'm gonna die in here.
Yeah, it's brutal. We have a car right now that also doesn't have AC.
No, what's worse is like if you leave the car sitting out like an hour in the sun and you open it and just fucking heat wave hits your face, just right in your shit.
Yeah.
That's the worst because then you have to sit in the heat wave and be like, all right, I gotta turn the car on.
And I gotta like, and my AC, and then my AC not working means I gotta drive while like for 10 minutes sticking my head out the window like a dog.
With all 4 windows down, windows down and everything, dude.
Yeah,
all my papers flying everywhere.
The napkins in the glove box are just fucking.
The empty bags of McDonald's and Arby's and Wendy's and Burger, like just everything.
Taco Bell and Chipotle.
So roast
and the Checkers. That was one.
Checkers. Yeah.
Just like all of the lottery tickets I lost on that I just threw at the bottom of my car.
I like working at a hardware store just for the fact I could see what people's cars are like. Because I'll see people that'll be like, because we have to load up shit into their cars because we carry heavy equipment. So they'll come up to me and be like, oh yeah, I just need it in my truck, and the truck is just nothing but fucking garbage in the back. Like like I was talking about, you could tell every time they were with the homies, beer, McDonald's, pacifier. They're like, yep, just toss it in the back of the truck. So when you open that bitch, it just whoosh, all over the floor. I'm like, we can't put this in here.
Right. But no, I saw that all the time working at Goodwill, loading people's furniture. Just the most disgusting fucking specimens of humanity. Because the people whose cars look like that buy furniture at Goodwill.
That's the problem. They spend the most, and it's like I hate it. I hate it when it's a van, because then you have to climb in there in the filth. In the fucking filth. Like there's a rat corpse sitting in somewhere in the car, and it's fucking nasty. That shit is like I'm like, why? Why do you have like nothing better to do with your time? Are you just
it takes 5 minutes to clean out your car.
It's not even that. You could, if you have the money to buy furniture, pay someone to do it if you're that fucking lazy.
Yeah, fucking clean it. Go to like racetrack and put like a couple quarters in the HVAC they have, and just zzz, all that shit up.
It's spray. What's it called? Pressure spray that bitch. The inside just.
Yeah. Put up a little one of those like sort of Black Forest sort of scented trees.
True. Those usually, as crazy as it is, and I don't think air fresheners in cars, those shits like get rid of any scent. Yeah, but only that specific scent.
My favorite thing about working at Goodwill was breaking all the furniture.
Really?
Like that people bought. Because you're not supposed to put it in their cars, but all the people who buy furniture are like disabled or old. So they're always like, "Can you please put the furniture in my car?"
Yeah.
And it was always like a big show. Whenever it was like an old lady and I broke her shit, it's like, all right, now I gotta get my manager. She's gonna fill out a report. I'm gonna be threatened to get fired. I'm not gonna get fired. But my favorite was loading furniture up for like Hispanics who didn't speak English, because like I remember one time this Hispanic lady bought like this dresser with like 8 drawers, and when I lifted it up from the dolly to put it in the back of her truck, all the drawers just fell out onto the concrete and shattered into a million pieces, and she was like, no, it's all right, no, it's okay,
it is all right,
no, it's okay. It's like, awesome.
my favorite one at work, we carry canopies, like those big ass tents, and every now and then there'll be an incident where like we load it into a truck and it breaks the back window panel of the truck. We had a time, one of our short coworkers, he was speaking Spanish to somebody, and I forget what it was, but it was getting intense because they were speaking fast. They were like, they were speaking like at like triple times the speed, and I just remember he said in English, "You know what? Fuck you, cabrón!" And he slammed that shit right through his fucking window, just like, cause I guess the truck was angled so our camera wasn't visible to see it. So when the guy went to go report him, he was like, he did it himself. He just fucking, I don't know what happened. He just fucking slammed it in there. Fucking dunce over here. I was like, yes, dude, yes. I was like, you rock, little midget, go.
Did you ever hang out with bad kids growing up?
Yeah.
Little badass kids that would just get in trouble, and you're like, damn.
I told you about this when I was on the cruise. I told you about the last white person I used to hang around. Oh,
that's true. Yeah, you did.
When we were on the cruise, I'm just saying this for context to them because they don't know. When we were on the cruise, I was talking about white people with Freeze's family. Mm-hmm. Because they kick out of whenever I talk about white people. And I remember telling yo mama, I was like, man, like y'all are like the best white family I ever been with ever. And she was like, oh well, you know, I'm happy to hear that, but what do you mean? I was like, because the last white family I was with, their son was a fucking, like, he was a knucklehead, bro. He used to do crack. He used to go out and like smoke. He used to go out and like chase after girls. We was like jaywalking, throwing bottles on the highway and shit. He was a badass little kid. And they were like, what? Because I told him about the story of when we were at this girl's house because he was trying to fuck. Keep in mind, we're in like the 6th grade. He don't know nothing about throwing his dick in other girls' pussy. So he trying to fuck, right? And I guess it didn't go so well. So it was like 8:00 at night and he was trying to leave. And we're in a gated community. He's like, no, dude, can't go back. It's because we went with our scooters and shit. And he was asking me, he's like, you gotta call. So I was like, what are you scared of, bro? Like, there's no crackheads out here. This is a gated community. Ain't no one gonna rob your white ass. And he was scared to go back, and I called him a bitch. I was like, you really a bitch. And I looked at Freeze's mom and I went, I called him a chump. I meant to say that. I called him a bitch.
I don't use that kind of language.
No, I said that. I didn't say you said that. I said that. Yeah. I said that. I said that to your mom or your daddy? I said it to one of them, and they were like, "Oh." But yeah, no, he was a badass little kid, bro. Because I remember, I'm gonna say this to y'all. I remember we had traveled maybe halfway across town, to go into like the ghettos because he was really about all this thuggery shit because this is when like Lil Pump and Triple X Tentacion is out and all these little like wannabe gangster rappers are running around. So he ghetto. I was like, all right, I can take you to my boy neighborhood, but he all the way across town, and he's like, yeah, we'll take our bikes there. We went up in that bitch. It's a Zoe pound, which is a gang here, mostly Haitians. It's a Zoe territory. So I was with my homie when we were in there. So the Zoes recognized me. They're like, yo, what's up, little kid? They didn't recognize my white homie. So he was trying to fit in. Damn, how do I imitate his voice? Think of the kid that got hit in the basketball, the Vine, where he's like, yeah. That's how he sounded. He was like, what's up, man? What's up, my jit? What's up, my jit? Top of these grown ass like killers and
like
thugs.
Tucker and Whiteface.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Yo, what's up, brother?
He's like, what's good, gang? What's good, gang? What's good? And these Haitians are like, oh, what is this? What is this? And I'm sitting there looking at my homeboy being like, he about to get his ass popped. I'm like, this white boy really about to be on Channel 10 tonight. Like, this is it. Nothing happened, but like, man, bro, like he was really tested. And he's like, let's go, man. Let's go do some gang shit. I was like, you should be saying that to a bunch of killers, dude. They must have found it hilarious because they kept laughing at his ass. Like they were pissing themselves laughing every time he kept going.
You all right, my boy?
I don't even know if they said that to him, but they're like, you funny. You funny. I was like, oh my God. It's like, yo.
Could get you killed.
I was like, I would not be able to look at his grandfather and be like, yo, son, your grandson in them streets. I would not be able to father in the eyes and be like he was in them streets because his granddad was a stand-up dude, bro. Like his granddad really like tried to discipline him, but his dad was a crack addict and his brother was no better. So I don't know, bro. But like, man, he was on some trifling shit back in the day, bro. All before high school, bro. That's why I was like joking with your parents, be like, y'all the best white family I ever been with. It's not a lie, but at the same time, it's like.
Yeah, the worst kid I ever hung out with was this kid I knew named Cody. Because when I was growing up, my mom, like, we would all visit my Aunt Jill and Uncle Charlie, who weren't actually my aunt and uncle. They were just my mom's friends that, like, she lived with after she ran away from home in high school.
Yeah,
who sold drugs, and they would just take in all of, like, the little outcasts. They're like, yeah, you can live here for a while, it's fine. But we would just go there. And another one of their friends had a kid named Cody, who was like a year younger than me. I think I'll tell you the story before. His mom was the lady who at the birthday party one time, like, put her hands in the air and went, "Thank God for the neighbors and the crackers." like that's the sort of family he comes from.
But she didn't say neighbors.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm believing.
You know what she said. You know what she said.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But it wasn't until like middle school when he started becoming really bad, and he never like did anything while I was there. But it was just shit I would hear. Like he got in trouble one time because his sister was taking a shower, and he just started like putting his phone over the shower and started recording her.
What?
As she was showering.
Jesus.
Yeah. And like he had like his ringtone for his mom whenever she would call him was like some rap song that was just like, "I'll fuck that bitch through the mattress," like some really fucking.
That's gotta be a Gucci Mane song.
I get her pregnant, like shit like that. And I remember once because like I stopped going over there and I hadn't seen him for just like a year or two or something like that. And then for some reason he came over to my house one day with his mom, and I was like, "Oh, hey man, what's going on? What's going on, cuz?" And he's like, "I've never seen you before a day in my life. I don't know who you are."
Oh wow.
And I was like, "All right." He's like, "You got games?" I was like, "Yeah, I got Xbox. Let's go." Just playing Xbox.
That's
and
crazy.
last I heard from him in high school was he dropped out of high school because he was a huge germaphobe, and one time he went to the bathroom and slipped in piss. In like a huge puddle of piss, and he just started like crying and screaming, and just got pulled from school.
Yeah.
That was a troubled child right there. I looked him up on Facebook the other day, and he's like supremely wigger. like sagging his pants down to his knees type shit.
Oh,
like wearing Bape shirts and like he has the broccoli haircut.
Oh no.
And face tattoos.
And I hate the name Cody.
Yeah.
Really?
That's a dumb name.
It's bad.
Just annoying white boy name.
It's not that bad, bro.
Same with like Hunter.
Oh yes, I was about to say Hunter.
Hunter, Carson. I don't like that.
Every Hunter I ever knew in school like was missing teeth, and you're like, yeah, they're gonna be in jail by the time they're 17.
Aiden.
Yes.
Fuck that.
I have a nephew named Aiden. They were fucking. He has a twin sister named Laura, and they were the worst fucking kids I ever met in my entire life.
I also have a cousin named Aiden who's a young little bitch.
The ones that what?
Like one time, because they're good kids, but they were just like toddlers who would just fuck up everything.
Yeah.
And I remember one time, because their whole move was Aiden would fucking get into some shit, and then Alora would like stand in front of him making a cute face and distract like people to be like, "Hey, it's good." But like one time, we ran clothes in the washer in the laundry room, and for somehow he managed to open the running washer and flood the fucking room with
God.
3 inches of water.
Jesus.
And my mom was like, I'm gonna put you in there.
You want to go in there?
And he was just like, I'm sorry. Just like, you evil child.
It's like, bro, you need more than that.
Yes. I'm gonna need you to get the mop.
This isn't some I'm sorry.
Yo, mama was not going for none of that shit.
No. Grab a towel, brother. We're flipping this out.
See, the ones that always fuck me up are like the in-between names between white and Hispanic. Like Anthony, for example. That could go either way.
That's true, yeah.
Because when you think of people like Anthony, you either think of someone that's either really annoying, really dope for a white person, or like the funniest Hispanic you've ever met.
I love Hispanics. They were the funniest in high school. Like I remember one time, because and it's not because they're Hispanic, but it was just so happened to be all of the dumbass kids. Because we went to school in a place where it was pretty much all Hispanics.
Yeah.
Like that was the majority demographic. So like they were like the popular kids.
Yeah.
And all of the popular kids in the public schools are just idiots, like completely.
Yeah.
And I remember one time, fucking in like English class, some girl like made like a speech about something very like impassioned, and the whole class was silent. And this kid from the back, he just went, "Man, so mature, got mindset of a 20-year-old." And I just fucking was dying laughing. So like to the point where I got in trouble with the teacher because he was like, "Stop laughing." I'm like, and it was killing me even more because he was in the back like, "What? What'd I say?"
That's usually the best. That's the best. They go, I didn't say nothing.
I didn't say
nothing, man.
Like they clicked. I didn't even do. Man, I didn't even do nothing.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing about growing up in like the inner having. I went to what was supposed to be a predominantly white school. But the problem was, because, generations mix after a while, it was like whitewashed Hispanics. Like, it was Hispanic people trying to be white, but then those white kids were trying to be like hood. So they had the skinny jeans, the grills, the skinny black t-shirt and shit. They were dressing like that. And it was when they used to argue with the teacher, because they'll be like, "I ain't do nothing, man. I didn't nothing." They'll sit in the back of the class and go,
yeah.
Man.
One of my favorite people to ever I've ever met on planet Earth was when I was like a junior in high school, like right before COVID hit.
Yeah.
And like we were all out of school. During lunchtime, if you would go into the bathroom, there was like this kid who was like this fucking who was like maybe 100 pounds soaking wet. Hispanic kid with like a shaved head, just hanging out in the bathroom. And he's the type of kid that would just get up in your face while grabbing his pants, going, "Oh, you a fucking bitch! Like I'll fucking fuck you up, bitch!" I mean, he was like a freshman, so it was just really fun. And I remember one time I went in the bathroom, he was in, and I was like out of school for a bit, and he's just like, "Oh no, white boy, and I was like, I'm so glad to see you again, man. And he ended up like slapping me like right before school let out, but I almost got jumped by him that day because I was like, I'm so happy to see you, dude. He's like, you a bitch, I'll fuck you. And there was like writing all over the walls, like graffiti shit. And I'm like, why'd you do that? And he's just like, man, how you know it was me? I was like, because all the words are spelled wrong.
Damn.
Got his ass.
And he was so he was like, if you don't get out of the fucking bathroom, I'll pick your fucking back up, put your fucking ass in the fucking. It just sounded like a chicken.
It was a really tiny bathroom too. It was another bathroom that had one urinal, one sink, one stall.
Right.
And he'd have like 4 other dudes with him.
Yes,
4 dudes.
Vaping.
Just vaping and fucking talking shit. And you would go in the bathroom, and 99% of the time, the toilet was just filled with like people's lunches and shit and piss, just like
like the entire roll of toilet paper.
Yes, the witch's culture and the entire. That was so fucking fun. I was never like a misbehaving type of kid in school. Yeah. But I always fucked up the bathrooms whenever I got the chance. I would like piss on like the toilet paper.
What's the psychology behind that? Everyone fucking did that.
Not me. What the fuck?
It's how you relieve steam or something.
That's not how I did it. What? You tripping?
There's no risk to it. I knew kids who would come in the bathroom who like took hammers from home and would just smash the urinals and sinks. And or just walk out.
Break the stall doors.
But see, now you're entering the territory of like during 2020 when kids were just stealing shit from the schools, and it started in the bathrooms because they would steal.
Yeah, lighting fires in the trash can.
Yes,
it was so fucking fun. I would take all of the toilet papers and put them in one toilet and try and flush them. And like I never fucking, but it's because it's such a low risk sort of thing where like they're the staff is never going to catch you doing it, and if you're fucking with someone in the bathroom, it's going to be like while they're shitting, so they can't do anything. And like it happened to me a couple times, so I was like, yeah, I sort of have the valor where I can do this back. Where like the move was someone shitting on the toilet, and you would like grab paper towels, like put them under the sink, and just like throw them over the stall.
Dude, I was picturing that in my head as you said, grabbing toilet paper. I was like, yes,
looking through the cracks, being like, "Yo, someone jacking off in here."
my favorite at my school was, and it goes both ways. There's 2 incidences. They would always take the trash cans, and you would get like the fat kid or the strong chuck it into the handicap stall when somebody was in there. So all you would hear was just everyone would go fucking running out of the bath. Or if you were like
or like with like their full foot just fucking kick the door open.
Yeah.
That too. So Another one I used to do was when kids would go smoking, and I don't know why they did this at my school. Maybe they did it at yours. All the freshmen in what is it? Freshmen and what's after that? Fuck.
Sophomore.
Thank you. The freshmen and sophomores would huddle into the handicap stall to like pass around vapes and shit, and they would always go in groups of 6. So we would fuck with them. So like we would play like radio noises on our phone, or we'll jingle like our keys and shit, and they'd be like, "Oh fuck, security coming, oh fuck." The best one somebody did was they sneaked into the bathroom and they went up to the stall without them noticing. You hear like them chatting and be like, and they banged on the stall being like, "Fucking security!" And just fucking they were pissing themselves, screaming. They're like, "Oh fuck! Oh fuck!"
Yes.
And it was like they had the khakis and everything. The football players would fuck with them, dude. They would be like, "We fucking caught you. We knew it was your little bitch ass." And they'd be like, "No, please. No, please."
I remember one time in middle school, like right before summer break happened, there was no like usable bathroom anywhere because every kid had the same idea of going into all the toilets and just dumping their entire book bag into the toilet.
Man.
Like shove it going to the point where like they have like the thick plastic binders and like trying to like crumple them as small as they can so they'll fit in the toilet, like down the drain. Just completely fucking up everything.
Now that I think about it, yeah, me and Joey broke a toilet on the last day of school.
What?
Because on the last day of middle school, because I think we were trying to flush a calculator or something.
And that's pure jackass brain.
Yeah.
That's where that like changed the DNA.
Yeah.
Of white boys growing up into the 2000s.
They're like, what? We don't have to be nice? We could do evil, rampant shit?
For no reason, because it's funny?
And those janitors were like, fuck.
Yeah.
No, they were really like fuck during the TikTok challenge when they were stealing shit, bro. I'm telling you. You know how bad it was to see that my school, someone from my school, right? Like I would mindlessly be scrolling through TikTok and I seen a video of the urinal missing. Like, and it was just the stem of water just pissing. Like I'm talking about up to the wall, it's all over the floor. And I'm like, damn, I was like, that's really fucked. I was like, who would do that? And I saw the layout of the bathroom and I went, oh, that's my school.
Wait, what do you mean? Someone stole a urinal at your school?
Like a whole urinal. Like it was missing.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And I remember going in the next day and the principal, she was Russian. She got on the PTA system to be like, we do not condone this type of behavior.
How do you even get it?
That's what I like.
How do you get that off the wall? And then where do you take it?
How do you take it without being caught? That's what I needed to know.
Where do you put it when you're done?
One of my favorite videos ever is the Instagram reel where it's just like school's out because someone tried flushing a binder in the toilet and fucked up the plumbing. And like it's like the day they come back to school, it's everywhere. And then they come back from school and you can see like the yard is being torn up by like fucking contractors to fix the plumbing.
Yeah, everyone's got their shit over their nose.
And because that's a lose-lose situation. Because you fix that, and then every kid is like, "Oh my god, now I know what to do."
Yeah, exactly. Round 2.
Yes.
See, I don't miss high school for anything else but like hearing and seeing shit like that. Like all the bullshit that would go down.
Yeah.
Like, I don't miss waking up at 6 a.m. I don't miss having to fucking deal with the whole like politics system of it. I miss hearing like when kids would crash out and do the dumbest shit. Cause I loved in my middle school because I used to go to a private middle school and it was a small school. So on one side of the hall, it would be all the regular classes, middle school to high school, because the elementary kids were on the lower floor. And on the opposite side would be all the special ed class. So you would hear every now and then, like while you're taking a test, you would hear, hold on, just hearing the distance. No, fuck that. Oh, shit, fuck that. You would just hear that down the hall. Or the worst would be if it's dead silent and they're going to the bathroom and all you hear is
that was at least 50% of my motivation to go to school was to see the kids crash out. Because there was at least once where a kid would just like he was having a mental breakdown. I'm not going to the office. I'm not fucking going to the fucking office. Like I remember one time I was on the bus home and there's oh no.
Oh no, the dogs, they gotta stop.
Oh no, here it comes. Anyways, I remember being on the bus one time, and there was this black kid who was like a senior, who was like 6'5", right? Who was just fucking having a mental breakdown. I don't know exactly why, but he just started yelling at the bus driver from like the back of the bus.
Oh, the bus ones are so funny.
To the point where, like, as the bus driver was driving down the road, he would like get up and like go towards the door and like have like his like hand on the handle to open it, and the bus driver would be like, "Don't you fucking open that fucking door! Don't you fucking do it! I will." Go sit down. Go sit, and I'm just like recording it with my phone, like please open the door, please open the door, please open the door, please crash out, please snap.
Please. I have a video. I forgot. No, I'm not forgetting. I'm lying. I have a video of at my old school. There used to be this one kid who would always fucking crash out over the smallest inconvenience. Cause I don't know what his deal was. He was a white ginger kid. And he would always play the oppressor card. He would be like, "What? That's not fair." It's like he would still talk like a little ass kid. Hold on, I found it. You gotta put this. You have to put this on the thing. But he would always fucking just like wild out and be like, "That's not fair. What the fuck?" Like he would just for no reason just argue. And I mean like he would argue to hell and back over the stupidest shit. Like the teacher would be like, "Oh, you can't be on your phone in class." What? The fucking special kid in the class in the back gets his phone? What the fuck? Like he would just like wage war. And the best one, because this is the one that was on video, the best one he did one time, we had a Japanese science teacher who barely spoke English, and he said some shit to him, and he was like, "Oh, sorry, I had to catch myself." He said one time, he was like, "How could you fucking see? Your eyes ain't even open." And I was like,
Damn.
"Oh," I was like, "You can't." I was like, it's like you say that to him, and he didn't understand. He was like, "What? What you mean? What do you mean by I know open?" I was like, "You know what, Mister?" I was like, "Mr. Chow, it's okay. He meant nothing by it. Just I'll talk to him."
Jesus Christ!
Yo, he was a badass motherfucking kid, bro, and like not in the bad way. Like he would do evil shit, but like the fact you can say that to your teacher and not feel any remorse or explode is beyond me. Like that is like wow. I have to just like give my hats off to him, because by golly, he knew he had white privilege like a motherfucker, man.
I had a Jamaican bus driver in second grade who was just always screaming at us and threatening us. Like he'd be like,
"Here we go.
Shut the fuck up, or I'll stick it in you."
Yeah. I remember I had a black lady bus driver who would like, she would joke around with the kids, but like one time there was two dogs having sex on the like in the middle of the road, so she couldn't get out. She's just like, "I need these to move out the way." One of the funniest ones ever, just fucking with the teachers. Like I remember one time in like science class, we had a substitute teacher, and like it was like, "Okay, pack it, do your work." But one of the kids in the back of the class just on his phone would just play, like it would be silence, and then it would just be like.
I remember that.
And then like the teacher would look up and just look around like slightly, like not paying any attention, and then he would go back to doing his work, and then it'd be like.
That's the best. She's like, "I know one of you fuckers is doing that."
It's like the kid in The Incredibles.
Like,
he puts the thumbtack on his chair.
Yeah,
it's right there. I do miss those days, because at my old school, when I first went to that school, the one in those videos that I showed y'all, when I first got there, it was a bunch of white kids doing foul shit. So they would all be in the back of the class. So you would just hear, like during the middle test, you would just hear 21 at the lowest volume, and the teacher would
yes. I gained all of my self-confidence like one day, because I got the hardest I've ever got in my life, and we had a substitute teacher that had like really puffed out cheeks like a chipmunk.
Oh no.
And and like the whole class wasn't doing shit, and he like started getting mad at us, and he just started like yelling, be like, sit down, do your work now. I don't want to have to write you up to your teachers. I don't want your teachers to have to see that you got a bad report. All right, now just sit down and do your work. And he went to turn around, and I just played at the very low volume.
Oh,
yes. Yes.
It was at like 15% volume. It was.
You heard it like echo. You heard it echo like under the desk and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, so fucking good. I love fucking with the teachers so much.
Yeah, those are good times.
I was never the one to fuck with teachers, but I used to have this math teacher that held a grudge on me. And I could tell I was the only student that would give him male pattern baldness, because I would have him first thing in the morning. And I was a slick talker as a kid, so I would always say some shit. So like I would finish my work, and he would go like, "Why are you sleeping in the class?" And I'd be like, "This is fucking boring as hell, bro. Like, why don't you teach some real shit like geometry or something?" And he would light a fuse and try to get on my ass. And he'd be like, "Is that how you should talk to your elders?" I was like, "I don't know, man. Are you pushing late 30s or early 40s? Like, I can't really tell, big dog. You know, with your hair." The best was when we found out. My school found out he was homeless. So he was sleeping in his car.
Oh wow!
And he was telling me, he was like, "I don't want to write you up and send you home." I was like, I feel you on that, dog. I wouldn't want to go back to my car either. That shit would fuck me up too.
Jesus.
I was like, I feel you, bro. That shit would suck. And he was like red in the, like, I'm talking about like steaming with anger, but he couldn't get me. He couldn't get me on that because he didn't tell the staff he was homeless or anything. So if he would have said something to them, he would have admitted he was homeless. And he was trying to fuck the principal, so he was doing his best to, like, I don't know, bro. He was playing like he was a high schooler himself. He was trying to play for cool points. I was like, what are you doing, dude? 37 showing up as a 7. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Oh my god. I do only miss those parts of school. Everything else can go to hell.
I would do it all again just to do all that again.
I would do it if I had the knowledge of what I know now. Because I would fucking
I'd do more.
Yes, because you get in trouble for almost nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, I would go down in the history books. Are you kidding me? I would make sure the future gen after me understand like how much shit they could get away with.
You would have your Discord soundboard in real life, like in the classroom.
I would fucking Pee Wee Herman, bro. I would be perp dang soundboard on standby, bro. Just fucking.
He saw that clip, by the way.
I know he did. Shout out to Pee Wee perp, bro. You were a real one for posting us on the top
on his Instagram.
He did, bro. He got a good laugh. He posted it on again earlier this week, being like, "Oh, make sure y'all use the soundboards in public. I want to see the videos and everything." And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start filming myself, like post it up in public. I'm gonna walk into restaurants and just start fucking with the elderly, like sitting right next to them. And as soon as they start talking, he lying.
He lied.
Just in the middle of conversation. It's gonna be so good, bro. Yeah. Oh my fucking god.
It's currently 1:12 a.m. at the Shanghai headquarters. I think Craig needs to go back to sleep.
Craig, you did good on us tonight.
All right, Craig. See you in the morning.
Everybody say bye, Craig.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.